You and me have a certain kind of syndrome which is killing our progress like most of the time. This was me also in like when I was 16, 17 as well. I used to think like, you know, I know about football, I know this kind of stuff, how to shoot, this kind of. And when I played a tournament, I was completely new. Like literally, people were outperforming me. I was just playing like a beginner. Why? Because I have a certain kind of mindset that I already know those things. I have something to lose. I can make silly mistakes because I'm a pro at it. Like you're just a beginner, but you're thinking like you're a pro at it. And most of the time, you're in that stage too. Let's say that you're planning to learn something. Let's say that just talking to a camera. At first, most of you think like, oh no, talking to the camera is easy. I can speak with my friends. Then why the fuck can I speak around the? But it will go something like this. Like literally, you don't know how to speak to a camera. You don't know what to think of. You don't know how to behave. This kind of stuff. You're just a beginner. So if you're a beginner or like whatever stage you're in, learn to be a beginner. When you're a beginner and you think of like, oh, I need to learn this, I need to learn this, you start learning things. You start learning things at a more faster pace than when you think like, oh, I'm a pro. I'm a pro at this kind of stuff. Like when you have this certain kind of attitude of like, you're a pro, you have a value in something. You can make silly mistakes because you're a pro. This kind of stuff. You're the one who's the dumbest one. Like you're the dumb fuck one who uh, think like you outperform a lot of people. But no, when you're at the stage, when you got the opportunity to like show your performance, you're not afraid. You're nervous. You don't know what to do. You know what to, it's because you think of yourself as a pro. You have something to lose. That's something to lose. Like I have something to lose kind of thing or like thinking is the thing that killing you and the things that are killing your progress. Because let's say that you're learning to play a guitar, but you're thinking like, oh, I already know some of the basics. Like let me play this. You're also afraid to like make silly mistakes. So I already know this. Oh, yeah. If I make silly mistakes, someone is judging me. If I make silly mistakes, they will say this. Like you have nothing to lose when you're just a beginner. You're at the beginner stage. You have nothing to lose. You can make silly mistakes. You could play around here and there, learn how does this thing works, how does this thing works, how does this thing works. But no, you're not doing that. You're thinking like I'm a pro at it. Like literally, whenever you're at a beginner stage or like you're just starting something new, you think of yourself like you have something to lose. You're a pro at it. You can make silly mistakes because someone is looking at you all the time. Delete that mindset. Delete that mindset. Learn to be a beginner. What does a beginner do? He plays around here and there. He tries different type of styles. He's not rigid to one way or something like that. He's just learning. When your mindset is like that I'm a beginner, with whatever stage you are, at stage one, stage two, stage three, you're just learning to be a beginner. You outperform everyone who's like thinking like, I already know these things. I know all of you. Blah 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 blah. Don't be that arrogant guy. Be the beginner who's like like humble. He doesn't know a lot of things. He thinks himself like I need to learn more. I need to learn this. I need to learn this. I need to. He makes silly mistakes. He makes silly mistakes here and there. Like, but he's still repeating. He's still like consistent in himself. And then slowly by slowly, what does that beginner does is he plays around. He plays around a lot of things and then he finds what works for him, what works for him not, and then slowly by slowly he masters it. Then he learns new things. He learns new things. He keeps learning. Don't be that guy who thinks of himself like I already know this. I already know this. When you think like that, what will happen is you stop learning, and when you stop learning, you stop growing, and then you'll just be stuck in that kind of life. Like you're in right now for a long time, and you'll never outgrow from it. So learn to be a beginner, learn to learn things, learn to make silly mistakes, learn to try a lot of styles. Then be a beginner at every period of your life. Like keep learning. Learning will never kill you. But the type of thinking like, oh I already know this will be the reason that you're stuck in a certain kind of life for a long period of time until and unless you learn to be a beginner.